Today I'm about to fix me some French toast. And I'm using French toast breakfast bread. You don't need that. You can just have regular bread. We have some eggs, half and half, some milk, and some vanilla flavor. All right, here we go. We're about to get started. Okay, I have my baby girl Rebecca in the kitchen with me this morning.
Yes.
And she's about to show us how to fix these French toasts.
Yes, let's do it. So it is the morning after Christmas, and we're making one of my favorite breakfast foods, which is French toast. Of course, my mom already kind of gave you the ingredients that we're going to be using. One thing that she didn't mention was the fact that I usually like to use a kind of flavored bread, which I'm using like blueberry based bread as opposed to the plain French toast. Sometimes I like to eat it without syrup. But let's go ahead and jump in and start with our eggs. I'm going to be using 4 eggs today, so I'm going to go ahead and crack open 4 eggs. One, 2, a little messy here, 3, and 4. 4 eggs. We're also going to be using, so a lot of recipes will cause for like a whole cup of milk, but today I'm going to use like half a cup of half and half, and then also a half a cup of milk. So that's one kind of like change that we're gonna do. So I have my half a cup and half. I'm gonna add that, and then next I have a half a cup of milk. Okay, so now I have my vanilla flavor. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor. And then next I'm gonna add the last thing, which is cinnamon. And usually I do just enough to cover the milk. So I kind of shake it over until the milk is covered. And then I'm ready to mix. All right, so it doesn't really take much. Now I'm ready to add my bread. So I'm probably gonna do about, well, actually before I add my bread, let me go ahead and butter my pan. Now baking is something new when it comes to French toast. Typically I do like to fry my French toast. I think I'm gonna try it both ways today and see how it ends up. So just gonna dip in my blueberry bread. Just get it to where it's kind of covered completely. Just a couple dips. Some people use the ends, but I don't think I'm gonna use the ends today. All right, so now that I have all my ingredients added, I'm just gonna do a couple of mixes. And looks good. That's all we need. All right, so I've already added my blueberry bread to the pan. Now I'm just gonna add my regular bread to the pan, but I'm dipping these a little bit more than I dipped the blueberry just because they're so thick. And we really wanna get them soaked pretty well. Add that one. Then I'm gonna add this one. And we're good. All right, so now that I have my finished product, I'm gonna go ahead and add these to the oven for 10 minutes on 375, and then we'll take it out and put it on broil for another 3 minutes. So now that I have my French toast in the oven, I also want to do some French toast on the stovetop. So for me, I like to put the heat on medium to low, so somewhere in between, just because I don't want my French toast to fry because there's egg in it. So I kind of like to cook it a little bit slower than maybe what some typical recipes might say. So now that I have my pan buttered, I'm going to go ahead and add my French toast. And this pan is big enough to where I can get a couple pieces in there. So maybe 3 or 4. We'll see. This one. This is 2. And 1 big large one. That's 3. Now we'll let this cook for a little while. I'll kind of tell you exactly how long I allow it to cook. I kind of just play it by ear for a little bit. So it has been 3 minutes, so I'm getting ready to flip. I believe that they should be nice and golden on the other side. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to each one. You can just get this out. There we go. I mean, that was a lot of butter, but we're in the South. You know how we do. All right. I'm ready to flip. All right, so we'll let this cook for another 3 minutes and they should be ready. All right, so we're back. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip these one more time. It's been 3 minutes. I'm gonna flip these one more time. And another reason why we do not like to cook them on high is because the bread is so thick. We wanna make sure it's cooked all the way in between. So I have this nice golden color. Flip them over. I'll cook them maybe about another minute or so. On this side, you can see this one is just about done. This one needs a little bit, probably a little bit, maybe two more minutes, and then we'll be done. Okay. All right, so this one is finished. And I'm gonna flip it. Looks great. Go. Now I'm gonna flip this one, maybe another minute or so, to get it to look more like this side, and then we'll be done. All right, I'm taking these out. They look exactly how I want them to look. That blueberry is shining through. They look amazing. So now I'm ready to go ahead and take my French toast that's in the oven. Take them out. This is how they look. I'm going to add them to the broil for about 3 minutes. Checking on them constantly to make sure that they don't burn.
Now we have our French toast. I'm about to add a little syrup and get my little taste testers in here. All right, here we go.
So we took these ones that were in the oven and the broiler out, and we're ready for our taste testers.
All right, we have our little taste testers here. We're about to see about the blueberry French toast, the regular French toast. See what, let's see.
And the cinnamon French toast. This is the best.
You like it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, good eating.
It kind of tastes like a blueberry waffle or blueberry
True. The best thing is you don't even need syrup. But
Because they already got syrup added.
syrup does make things even better. What do you think, Jeremiah? Did you need syrup to yours?
Yeah. Well, it's good. Because cinnamon is kind of really my favorite.
Oh, you like cinnamon?
Yeah, they got cinnamon in mine.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. A pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. It's beginning to look a lot .
Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. I said you surely treat me nice. You brought me on everything, yeah. I feel like I'm in paradise. I wish you a Merry Christmas, baby. Happy New Year, oh. Merry Christmas, honey. Everything here is beautiful. I love you, baby, for everything that you give me. Let's go outside. It's cold, but the fire's blazing. So, baby, let it snow. Let it snow, yeah. Let it snow. I'll come over.
And children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas color.
See, you got them blue stockings, you need 2 red ones to hang on the end of that thing.
But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your
Yeah, they should look a lot like Christmas.
pair of hop-along boots and a
It's a rich here.
Dolls that'll talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen.